Thank you, Amal. Shuli.
Um, Last month, the Minister of Education and the Knesset Speaker chose the Hand-in-Hand School in Jerusalem, the bilingual school in Jerusalem, in order to come there and declare their objection of the discriminatory, sometimes racist legislation that is being brought up in the Knesset lately. We were very proud about it. Well, in fact, we invited them, but we were very proud that they took on the invitation very quickly and came very quickly to make it clear and made their declarations from there, making clear that the Knesset, representing a large chunk of Israeli Jewish society, is going too far in the racist stream against the Arab citizens of Israel. This is happening, this is maybe in the past year, maybe is the culmination of about 10 years of harsh debate between the Jewish and the Arab Palestinian minority, between the Jewish majority and the Arab minority within the state of Israel, all citizens of the state of Israel. The make of Israeli citizenry is practically of two main groups, the Jewish majority and the Arab minority. And these are the two major makes. Within the Jewish majority, there is different fractions, and within the Arab minority, there are different groups. And there are sometimes the poor and the rich are on both, actually not exactly the same, but on both, and men and women are in both, and so on. But the two tectonic plates under the reality of the state of Israel are Jewish majority and Arab minority. And we have to remember this all the time, because the relations between the two tectonic plates and the tense between them is what determines the stability of the structures above surface. This is the reason I believe that all of you came here today, and this is the reason that so many of us, but not enough of us, are dedicating so much time to determine good relations between those two tectonic plates. Though hand-in-hand schools are not only hand-in-hand schools, all bilingual schools. There are 5 bilingual schools in Israel. One in Jerusalem, in the Galilee, and in Wadi Ara. The first one was established in Neve Shalom in the 80s, and the most recent one was established by Amal and her friends in the Negev, and they are operating by the organization called Hagar. All 5 bilingual schools and some other initiatives on the pre-kindergarten school level are showing that in Israel there are thousands of people, 5, 6, 7,000 of people who are in direct contact by day-to-day action, are willing to belong to the same community, are willing to engage together on the civil level, to work together not only for the benefit of the general public, but for their own benefit. That's refreshing, because on one hand, we have this harsh, ugly stream of racism that seemed to dominate the public discourse in Israel. On the other hand, we have thousands of people who are directly, by sending their kids to school and engaging in community activity, as well as another no less than, I would say, 2,000 people who are active in different ways in actions that are bringing Jewish and Arab citizens together. This is not a minority. This is a pioneering group of citizens, both Jewish and Arab citizens in the state of Israel, who are showing the path for what Israel should be. And this is something that we have to bear in mind, that this group of people will not give up. This group of people will increase its numbers, I believe, in the next decade. I believe that it will be not only increasing the numbers, but it will also be enhancing and making the methods more sophisticated and workable. And what I mean is the establishment of joint communities in addition to the respective communities of each one. Amal, as a parent in the bilingual school of Be'er Sheva, has her own community in Be'er Sheva, own Arab community, and belonging to her own family. And her Jewish counterpart have their own Jewish community and so on and so forth, but they are building a shared social space that is viable enough for the rest of the state of Israel to learn from. It does not mean that bilingual schools and shared communities will be all over the state and all the citizens of Israel will be members of these communities. But it should be, and it will be, spread enough and big enough and have enough communication between the shared communities and the bilingual schools that it will make a significant impact on the state of Israel, not only on the chair of the Knesset, the speaker of the Knesset, and the Minister of Education who would come to visit, but also on the general public. And this is a major undertaking of civil society organizations. And why am I saying civil society organizations? In the 10 years that I worked vis-a-vis the government, vis-a-vis the administration in policy making, and in the 2 years that I actually worked within the government, I saw that many, or I would even say, I would even dare to say, a majority, maybe a small majority, within government decision makers are willing to go with us. They understand that this is in the best interest of the state of Israel. It is the public harsh discourse that is taking place and infiltrating up via the Knesset that is blocking it. It has to be dealt with. It has to be dealt with very sophisticatedly. I know that there is another initiative named Kulanana and other media campaigns, and them Shutafut Sharaka. It's a partnership between the partnership organizations and umbrellas and corporations, and yet all of these activities must and will be, in the near future, I'm sure, gaining the power that is needed to really change the reality, not only of individuals or thousands of individuals, but rather the general picture. And here is where what I'm saying is that it's the job of civil society, because the government does not take this yet. The government has not, although the government has declared, for example, this economical plan and some steps here and there. On the other hand, the action in the Negev. But the government has not put yet the goal of creating a shared, equal, inclusive citizenship in the state of Israel. Not yet. Therefore, it is our job, it is civil society organizations' job to come up and to push the government. The way we push them for economical inclusion, now we have to push them for social inclusion and for equal citizenship. This is our job, and this is one of the reasons that we're coming here to engage you too in the Jewish diaspora in this endeavor, because we're not alone, not in Israel, and we know that we have much support for this here. Final עוד שתי דקות, okay. So I want to say one final remark about the discourse here in the United States. I had the privilege to be to witness the beginning of the new wave of interest that American Jewry takes in this issue in Israel. It started in 2004, and even before that, the Abraham Fund started, I think, in 1991 or 1990, probably. But lately, in the past 6-7 years, there's a great interest growing among Jewish diaspora in this issue in Israel, and this is not a coincidence. Jewish diaspora take a major interest in this because this is about Jewish life. This is about Jewish values. This is about Jewish living in the worldwide sense of this term. Jewish living on both sides of the ocean have something in common. American Jews are living here, about 5 million American Jews living here among about 300 million non-Jews. Ami made this remark before. It's the same in Israel. We're about 6 million Jews living among about some 300 million non-Jews in the Middle East. Both have to get along with the non-Jews. In Israel, we did not yet adopt the wisdom that diaspora supplies after 2,000 years of experience of living with non-Jews. We did not yet adopt this wisdom of practice. It is there where you are called to step in and to help, because this is in the best interest of the state and also of the Jewish people worldwide. It should be, must be in the best interest of the Arab Palestinian citizens, or else it will not be a shared interest. And also, only when the state of Israel will conduct complete, full, shared, equal, and inclusive citizenship in our country, only then it will be Jewish. This is what I think.